Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm Sean from Start to Finish Gaming, formerly Farrell SC, and welcome back to the single player adventure series here on Ark Survival Evolved. So, guys, today is a really exciting episode, or at least I think it's an exciting episode, because today we are going to tame up one of my favorite creatures in Ark. We're going to go for the Thylacoleo. In the last episode, we got ourselves some Argents. This is actually the bred up imprinted Argent. We will go over the stats in a little bit, but today I'm really excited. We're going to get ourselves a Thylacolio, or at least I hope to. I want to get at least one or two, honestly. I want to get to breeding them. I want to get a perfect imprinted one because Thylacoleos are amazing, honestly. I just think, I don't know, when it comes to their health, they always have a naturally pretty high health stat. Melee, they hit like a truck. They move really, really fast, especially when you imprint them and you get the imprint buff. You get the speed boost a little bit with that. And then on top of that, their weight is actually pretty good too. Overall, I just think it's like the perfect tame, let's be honest. But guys, in the comments down below, let me know what your favorite tame is. Or if you guys don't have one, you have a few, throw them in the comments down below too. I would love to find out. Anyways, let's go over the stats of this Argent. So yes, like I mentioned in the last episode, we did get ourselves some Argents. That is my stats, not the Argent stats. I have taken this guy around and leveled him a lot, so let's go over the stats that we are currently working with. We have health now at 3241.5. Stamina has been boosted a little bit, 1842.5. I want to get a little more stamina on that. I want to be in around 20, somewhere in the 2000s. I don't know where yet, and of course the 0.5 bugs me, so I need to get that to be a 0.0. If you guys have followed the series for a while, you know, stupid little thing that bugs me, but whatever. The weight, I've bumped up a ton of weight on this guy at 1633. I think we're good there, and melee so far is 556. The plan is we're going to get stamina up a little bit more, and then I think the health is actually good enough at 3241. And then I think the rest of the levels that we're going to get are going to go into melee. We are going to have to take, we are going to have to take a little trip. We're actually going to head over towards Green Obelisk because that mountain all the way over there, let's kind of give you guys a picture here. That mountain all the way over there, that is my favorite place to tame up Thylas because there are a ton of Thylas over there. I'm going to show you the different spawn locations so you guys can know where to look for Thylas if you're going to play on Scorched Earth. But it does look like that we have something coming in. So I'll be back in a bit, guys. I will let you know what this little sound that the Jerboa is making translates to, whether it's a thunderstorm, whether it's a heat wave, whatever the heck it is. We'll find out. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in a bit, and then we're going to take a trip over there and hopefully get a few Thylas today. That would be really, really cool. So let's get started with today's episode. So, guys, it actually turns out that the purring that the Jerboa was doing was actually a heat wave, and I was actually taking a little bit of damage even inside the tent from the heat wave, which brings me to my next little, I don't know if you want to say announcement, whatever. We're going to be moving base in the next few episodes. I don't know where yet. I've still been looking around the map. I want to get a decent base location. If you guys have any ideas where we should move our base, let me know in the comments down below. I will let you guys know that I want to be near water, so whether it's Green Obelisk, if it's down that way, like right next to the cliffs there's a little bit of water that runs on through, and the reason is the temperature. So right here where we are right now, it's about 118 degrees. If I go near the water, like, if I'm, like, pretty close to the water, I think it's around 80 to 90 degrees, which that's really going to help us out, especially in a heat wave, especially when we start making adobe and whatnot. But we are here, guys. This is actually right on the... I'll show you right on the map here. We're basically, obviously, right next to Green Obelisk. This mountain range right here is my favorite in getting myself Thylacoleos. And you guys might be asking, like, why is the Parasaur with me? I actually have raw prime meat, cooked prime meat in the Parasaur. The reason why I didn't want it in the Argent is because the Argent would eat it. And if you guys don't know, Thylacoleos prefer cooked as opposed to raw meats. And I have been scanning this area for hours before recording, killing everything in the area here to try to spawn spawn in a Ovis, because Ovises do spawn here, and mutton is the best way to tame up these guys, obviously, unless you have kibble, but we don't have kibble. So, unfortunately, I was not able to get myself an Ovis, so we're going to have to use cooked prime meat, which we will lose a few levels, but it's the best thing that we can do right now. Speaking of which, there's already one right there, which is great. Let's see kind of what level you are. 90. That's actually not that bad to start, but we're not going to bother with that yet. Again, I don't have a GPS, so I can't show you the exact coordinates, but personally, I love taming in this spot. So you have this little ledge right here, and personally, I do about a 3x3, like a 3x3 little pen here, basically. And what's nice about having the Argent is, the Argent can just pick him up once he's actually tamed, which is really, really good. What I like to do, too, is I like to give myself a little bit of space on the sides, because, again, I'm going to be shooting this guy, so I don't want to be too close to the actual taming pen, where we may get hit, basically. So, that's why I leave this little lip here, so I can kind of still shoot him from here. It gives me a little bit of room. So basically, like I said, it's just going to be a quick little 3x3, and then we'll put up the doorways. I also like to use doorways, too, because it's just easier to basically... it's just easier to shoot him and everything. You can use the window... what do they call it? Like the window frames, but I just think with the door frames, you just get a little bit more room to shoot them, and it just makes it a lot easier, especially if you're going for like headshots and whatnot. But again, I'm going to do this as just one single level. I don't think we need to go 2 up. I did make enough to make 2 traps, because the idea was that if this area doesn't really work out for us, and like I said, I'll show you guys where the spawns are and everything like that. You do have the mountain range on the other side of Green Obelisk that also has a lot of tames over there too. So you do have that option too, but what I'm going to do is anything excessive, anything that I don't really need, is going to be put on the Parasaur. As you guys can see too, in my inventory, I do have 2 tents. I also have a ton of trank darts, because it does take a lot to knock them out. I do have some storage boxes too. And the reason for the storage boxes is this area, you get a lot of loot drops. And when I mean loot drops, I don't mean like the white ones, I don't mean blue, I mean yellows, reds, you know, the good stuff. You do have to watch out right there. Do not go in there. You'll get stuck. Believe me, it's happened to me many times. Don't do it. So if you are going to tame in this area, what you can actually do is just make yourself a foundation, and just put a foundation over that spot. Because if you fall in there, it's impossible to get out. And then you got to get the Argent to kind of walk over here, and it doesn't usually work out in your favor, honestly. It's a pain to get out. So as you guys can see, I do have the cooked prime meat on him. I have 21 right now. Also on top of that, he's going to just hold this, and he's going to hold our tents for the meantime. I gotta watch out. I also have 2 campfires with me. And the reason for that is, one, if we do come across an Ovis, at least we can get mutton. The other thing is that if I'm starting to run out of food, if we need more cooked prime meat, we have that too. So I also have some wood with me, so we're all good when it comes to actually cooking some stuff up. So I think that's all the prep work, pretty much. Let's go around now, and I'll show you guys some of the spawns. It does get hot here, so you are going to have to make the occasional trip down there or down to Green Obelisk to get yourself water. If it was up to me, I'm probably going to take the further trip and head back that way. The reason is Green Obelisk always has 1 or 2 capros in the area. So just be careful for that. The reason why we're going for Thylas today is because, again, in the last episode, we got ourselves some Argents, and to be honest, the Argent is just so much easier to finally get these guys. Because all you have to do is just grab them, if I can grab them. That would be great. Alright, let's try that again. Grab them, and then literally you can just kill them. And it's actually really, really quick. The Argent gets a lot of XP from it too. And it's easy peasy lemon squeezy, basically. So, again, they do have a lot of hit points, so you are going to have to watch out for this. Again, this is a level 90. This isn't a 120, this isn't a 130, and there's another spawn right there. So, like you guys will see, there's a decent amount of them here. And if you are going to be looking for Ovises and stuff too, they're usually right in this little downhill right here, basically. So always keep an eye out for them. Yes, it's going to be very, very tough to see them because you are going to start getting heat stroke here, so that is why I actually have 2 of the tents with me just in case, but you will see them kind of bouncing around down here. Hopefully I do come across one so I can show you guys that they do actually spawn here. But yeah, it's really, really rare. So if you see one, try to get it as fast as you can because again, everything in the area is going to try to kill it. Let's move over this way though. Because there is another Thyla spawn. Typically, now this isn't guaranteed again, usually get about, I would say, oh god, what are they going for here? They're running after, oh, there's another Thyla. Okay. Like I told you, they are all over the place, these Thylas, so just watch out. You do have to watch your stamp. That's another big thing, because there's a lot of bad stuff here. There's Microraptors, there's Vultures, there's Thylas, obviously, terror birds, hyenas, wolves, everything you can imagine, sabers, everything you can imagine will spawn over here, so you do have to watch out. Typically that Thyla spawn is over on this side, but I guess maybe it wandered that way. But again, the places aren't guaranteed, so they are going to be naturally in this area, so you do have to kind of look around here. Yeah, that probably counted as the spawn that was supposed to be on this side. So a little bit further down, there should be another Thyla spawn. Let's see. Yep, right there. There we go. Alrighty. So this is why I really, really like this area. And all you have to do is just go through and kill the Thylas. And literally just kind of loop around this entire place. And then eventually you'll really get the one that you want, whether it's a 140, whether it's a 150, whatever the case may be, whatever you're really looking for. This is all you have to do. And it's really, really easy, especially with the Argent. You're not wasting a lot of, yep, there's another one right there. It's absolutely crazy. This is one thing you have to watch out for, is stam. Because, again, there's a lot of nasty stuff in this area. There we go, 1925. We'll get it up a little bit more. You do also have to watch out for the heat. We are looking at 119 degrees right now, so my health is gradually going to drop. Right now, it's not going down too bad. We're at 347 out of 350. So, again, not bad, but just be wary of that just in case, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going. Well, I haven't shown you all the points yet, so I don't really want to say, well, I'll be right back. Let me show you. So that sometimes, again, they're going to be all over the place. Not only are they going to be on this ridge here, they're actually going to be up there too, so that's why I really like this spot. You can get a total of about, I've gotten like 10 spawns just on this side, so you do have to kind of keep your eyes out because they will be all over the place. Sometimes they are on the edge here, the other times they do fall down, so just kind of take a quick little peek into the desert too, just in case, because sometimes they do border right here, or they will be on the cliffs. So, let's see here if there's another spawn over here. Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't. Like I said, it's not guaranteed. Let's see here. Sometimes it's like right around here. Doesn't look like it this time, but that's okay. Let's see. No. How about up here? We got some sabers. Doesn't look like the Thyla spawned in this time, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Oh, there's a red drop out there. Nope, we're not doing it. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, let's see. Sometimes, or it may fall down here. So again, just be prepared to kind of look around the area a little bit. Sometimes if he's attacking something, it can even wander as far as down here. So again, kind of watch your surroundings, look around, see. Nah, I'm not seeing one here, but let's kind of loop back around just so we can see if there's any other spawns too. Sometimes you will get one over here. Along with this area is a loot drop. Not a loot drop, I'm sorry. A explorer note. So I'm not going to bother with explorer notes yet because I know there's going to be better Argents out there. I want to breed up the perfect Argent and then start doing explorer notes and stuff like that so we can really boost up the level on our perfect Argent, whatever that may be. That loops us basically back to where our little quote-unquote setup is. Not going to call it a base, just our little setup. our setup is basically right there. You can see the parasaur right here. Sometimes you will get a spawn here, but doesn't look like it right now. Let's kind of loop back to the upper ridge now. And see, okay, we're not too bad with stamina. We will have to go down in a minute or two. But let's see, let's kind of loop around here. So we just went along the bottom ridge. Now we can look at the top ridge. And again, you won't get as many up here, but you do get the occasional one or two. So you do want to take a look up here and get rid of them if they aren't the level you desire. Let's see here. Again, we are going to have to watch out for heat stroke. So sorry guys if you're getting dizzy. Let's see here. Doesn't look like there's a spawn this time, but most likely it probably was one of the ones that we killed before, off on the bottom ledge of the cliff. It probably ran on off. So, but that's it. Essentially, you just loop around now, and what's nice about this area is it gives you enough space where spawns will start coming back in. So you can, theoretically, you can just infinitely loop this and always have new Thyla spawns and stuff. If you want, you can kill some of the other creatures, because sometimes, even though you killed a Thyla, it doesn't necessarily mean a Thyla is going to respawn in, so you may want to go around and kill some other creatures and everything too. But I'm going to actually head back to our little basey thing here, just so, oh yeah, I gotta watch out, I got hyenas and stuff down here. Because I actually want to get inside the tent to get rid of the heat stroke for you guys. So I'll be back in a little bit, and let's see what we can find when it comes to Thylas today. So guys, you may be wondering, like, and you may be asking yourself, like, what if I don't really get any good spawns of Thylas over there? Is there another spot on the map where you can get Thylas? The answer is yes. It's actually on the other mountain range right across from where we were, right in between Green Obelisk. So just to give you guys an idea, that mountain right there is where we just were. Our base is basically somewhere right there, I would say. Might be like right there. We are actually on the other side. Just to show you guys on the map, we're on this side. You can get some Thylas over here. Now, there is a difference to this side and the other side. I will say I still prefer the original spot that we went, but you may have a better shot over here. The reason why I like that side is because it's one big circle. They're easy to find. They're all around the spots that I showed you. Here is a bit of a mishmash. You do get, this is a lot bigger range to cover. They are kind of all over the place. You do have so many levels here, as you can see. Like, we have this plateau here, but then it goes up there, then it drops back down, then it goes back up. Then you have this plateau here. You have so many different places where these Thylas can be. It's not a simple, clean cut over there. You are going to have to look a little bit more to find these guys. And we do have a lot, don't get me wrong. There's one here, there's one down there, there's another spawn up this way, but again, not as clean and crisp as the other side. The other thing that you do have to watch out for, there are major threats over here, especially if you lose your stam. One, you do have a lot of wyvern spawns over here, so you do have to watch out for that. You do sometimes get the occasional wyvern on that side, but they're a lot more common on this mountain range. I don't know why, it just, in the time of playing Scorched Earth, that's what I've come to learn. I don't really know why it is, but it is what it is. Second thing that you do have to watch out for is there's a lot of wreck spawns too up here. So again, if you lose your stam and you don't really have the strongest Argent, you may lose your Argent, and you are in a really, really bad situation there. Overall, there's a lot more threats here. There's a lot more places where the Thylas could be hiding. You can find some really good ones in the spot, don't get me wrong. You can find some good ones, but they are just going to be, you're going to have to look around a little bit more. That's pretty much it. The other thing that I'm not too crazy about this area is, over at the plateau that I just showed you guys, you have a decent amount of space to work with. You're not going to have stuff coming to kill you or anything like that often. I don't know. You just have a lot. These plateaus are a lot bigger on the other side. Here you kind of have to manage your space a little bit. And I'm not a fan of that because, again, the Thyla can actually hit you through the stone doorways that you are going to put in, or even the window frames. I think they still can hit you if you get a little bit too close. And these little plateaus just aren't big enough for the space that I personally need when making the trap. So you can go to this area. You will find a lot of Thylas over here too. Personally, I feel like you do find more over there. But if you're not comfortable setting up a trap here, but you do find a really good Thyla, you can really just carry it all the way over there. You do have to watch your health though, because again, especially if it's a high level Thyla, these things are going to hit you like a truck. They're going to hit you really hard, so you are going to have to watch out. I would say if you are going to set up a little base location, something like that, I would say you might be able to pull this off here. I would say what you might want to do is put your trap here specifically. You basically will be up here, and you just shoot down on the Thyla. That would be my suggestion. Let me just pull up the map here, just so you guys can see kind of where we are. It's this mountain range here, and the way that the pointer is facing right now, that is the previous mountain range that we were on. Let's take a look. Where is this Thyla? It was right. Oh, maybe it was it. Nope, there he is. Like I said, they are going to be in random spots. You will find like a Thyla here, but then that Thyla could very well jump down there, and then jump over there, and then go over this way. So you are going to have to look a lot more. There's a lot more nooks and crannies, I would say, in this area, but it's entirely possible to find a really good Thyla here too. So I would say pick one of the spots first, kind of farm this area, see if you get anything good, and if you don't, then you just go on to the other place, and then kind of rinse and repeat and see what you end up finding. But overall, you will find a good Thyla eventually. It's not an easy process. You do have to kill many Thylas. You're gonna probably kill some other stuff in the area too, just to promote the Thyla spawns. But eventually you will find something good, honestly. So right now, I'm going to start looking around. I'm going to move my way over to the other area, like I've mentioned many times so far, which is the area I prefer. But I did want to show you guys a backup plan. If you're not getting any success over there, you can work your way over to this side of Green Obelisk instead, and find yourself another good Thyla too. You have some more chances over here. So let me get back to the other area. Oh, you have to watch out for rock golems here too. I totally forgot about that. Like, that's a... There we go, rock... Oh my god, 145. That's a 145 elemental. So there's another threat. I did not realize that you can get elementals over here. You probably honestly can get them on the other side. Personally, I've just never come across them. But anyways, I'm not really seeing anything good here, so I am going to work my way to the other side. And guys, I'll bring you guys back when we get a really good one, or I don't know, maybe we find an Ovis or something just worth mentioning. Let's put it that way. So, wish me luck, guys, and I'll see you guys in a bit. So, guys, it's not a Thylacolio, but it is a 145 Saber, which is actually pretty good, honestly. So I'm going to tame this guy up, because why not? That is another good thing about this area, is that not only are you going to find Thylas, you can find some other high-level stuff, too. So, essentially, this is how the trap is going to go. Just drop them in, sit here, almost fall off the edge, probably replace myself, put myself in a different spot. Let's get the Tranks out, because why not? Again, this shouldn't take too much, honestly, so let's see how this goes here. Okay, so I have 100 on me right now. Let's see. Ooh, this might be a little too close. Nah, I think it's okay. Alright, so 145 Saber coming on up. And he's out. Sweet. Okay, so let's just check out the stats here. 1450 in health, 560 stamina, 276 in weight, and 195 melee damage. So, not too shabby there. Do I have any... I just dropped all my meat, didn't I? I did. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go kill something that gives me prime meat, because again, sabers prefer it raw. They don't want it cooked or anything like that. So let's see what we have out here. Also, guys, I do apologize that the the heat stroke is getting a little real. We're at 44% heat stroke. I'm kind of thinking in my head, like, I've always wondered what happens if you get to 100% heat stroke, because personally, I've never gone there. I feel like it's I don't know, like, does something bad happen? Like, do you end up dying? Like, I have no idea. I can't even see anything, honestly. I thought that was a creature right there. Nice. I've always wondered, like, what happens when you get to 100%? Do you start taking damage? Is it like the screen is, it's just impossible to see everything? I've always wondered that. So, guys, in the comments down below, let me know if that's something you guys would want to see, because if it is, I might as well do an episode on it, because not only I'm curious, I feel like there's got to be someone out there that hasn't done it yet, that hasn't actually gone to 100% heat stroke, and doesn't know what actually happens. I'd be actually kind of curious to check that out. Hope you guys are too. Just let me know in the comments down below if that's something you guys would want to see. But anyways, I will bring you guys back once we get once I get some raw prime meat for this guy. So I gotta look for a Carno. But I'll be back in a bit, guys, and we'll go from there. Alright, guys, so we have some prime meat for this girl here. Let's see how this... female, right? No, male, I'm sorry. Let's see how this male saber turns out. Shouldn't only take a few, I was about to say. Shouldn't only take a few here. Let's see, 1900 in health, 740 stam, 332 in weight, and 364.4 melee damage is not bad at all. Kind of curious. Maybe we can find a female. That would actually be kind of cool, so we can tame up some sabers. But anyways, let me drop our saber down here. Looks like I'm gonna have to make multiple trips then in order to bring these guys back to base. But anyways, give me a few minutes, guys. I'm gonna get rid of this heat stroke. We're currently at 55% heat stroke, so that's not what today's episode's about. We're not gonna go to 100 today. So like I said before, though, guys, let me know if you're interested to see that kind of thing, because I'd be actually really, really curious, too, to see what happens once you get over, like, even past 60. Like, personally, I've never even gotten... I don't think I've gotten this far when it comes to heat stroke, let alone 100%. So, let me know in the comments down below, guys, if that's something you'd want to see. Be right back. Let's see if we can get ourselves a high-level Thyla. Alright, okay, that's a 130. That's actually... yeah, I'm gonna do it. So, as I was, off camera, trying to basically get a decent one, I did find myself a male 125, which I did end up killing. And thinking about it, I probably should have kept it, because it would have been a good start. Plus, it was this color scheme, so we would have had a male and a female, 125 and 130, but, you know what? I'm not gonna take the chance. I'm gonna get this 130 female. It's a good start. It's hitting for 28 damage, which is not, again, not the best, but we'll see what ends up happening. So, if you guys don't want to get hit that much, what you have to do is just keep, like, basically flying up and down at almost like a 90-degree angle, in order for the Thyla to just basically kind of sit there. Make sure you have a lot of stam before you do this, but it is one way to basically kind of get back to your base without taking a lot of damage, because this damage will stack up over time, obviously. Like, 28 isn't that bad, but for a longer trip, your Argent will take some damage. So, biggest thing here, though, is I gotta get it into the trap, and that's why I make these traps a little bit bigger, because it's, you know, nothing worse than basically getting the Thyla and missing the trap completely. So, as you can see, the Thyla is all pretty good there. Let's land the Argent. Probably here should be okay. I think we'll be okay right here, right? Yeah, just don't fall off the cliff. Perfect. Alright, let's get our Tranks out, and let's get started. This shouldn't take too long, but we'll see what happens here. Come on, Thyla. Face me. There we go. Come on, face me. Alright, face me. There we go. Alright, let's get started. And she's out. Wow, that was kind of weird, though. I expected her to run, but that didn't happen. Okay, so it took literally 20 shots. We started with 100. We're down to 80. Let's see here. So we're looking at 2520 in health, which doesn't seem too bad. 1440 in stam, 536 in weight, and 200 melee damage. Again, this is all before it's tamed on up. And it's a 130, so, like, it's not that bad. What I'm going to do is, let's just drop right on down here. I would recommend have your cooked mutton, have your cooked prime meat ready to go, and the reason is that sometimes when you kind of leave the area, it'll despawn, so you don't want to lose the tame, obviously, especially after shooting so many arrows into this thing. You don't want to lose the tame. So I'm going to hang out here for a bit. I got to watch the torpor, because the torpor does drop really, really quick on these guys. So we do have to watch out for that, but we should be able to tame this up, and we'll check out the stats once she's up, and we'll go from there, guys. Alright, I think we are just about to get her. Let's see. There we go, and she's up. Sweet. Okay, torpor was dropping like a rock, honestly, on this. 194. Oh, we ended up getting a perfect tame on this. Awesome. Okay, so it looks like probably, honestly, I would say 130 is going to be... Using cooked prime meat, 130 will probably be the best that we can get with a perfect tame. I know it was like right at that point, like 99.1, something like that, and usually it drops right from there to the next level. But we ended up getting a perfect tame, which is awesome. So we had 3780 in health, 1680 stam, not bad, 576 in weight, and 370.2 in melee. Not too shabby for a 130. I will recommend to you guys, if you are going to go for higher levels and stuff like that, either bring narcotic or bring a parasaur with you that you can literally try to get some narco berries and stuff down here, because we almost actually lost the tame. Like, it had about 1,000 torpor left by the time we can look back at the footage and see, but as you guys can see, like, it's getting really close, and this is only a 130, so like, yeah. Get a little worried there, honestly. So I'm going to go on the hunt for another one. I would prefer to not get a higher level one, and hear me out. The reason is we don't have kibble, we don't have mutton or anything like that, so I would prefer to get the... I probably should have tamed that 125 that I mentioned earlier too, but it is what it is. Hopefully we don't find a 150. So of course, now that I say that, of course the next one's going to be a 150, right? But the idea is that we're not going to get a perfect tame with it, so I don't really want to go for something higher than a 130 at this point. Eventually, when we get kibble, eventually if we do find mutton, then we can go for some higher level ones. But for right now, I'm okay with getting two, like, 130s, honestly, and calling it a day, and imprint, breed, you know, the whole nine, and get a really good one out of those stats. But, we'll see. I'm going to take a look around here. Hopefully we can find a... Was that a female or a male that we just tamed? I think it was a female, so I'm going to be looking for a male. Yeah. I'm going to be going around here killing a ton of stuff. Hopefully we come across a really good male or whatever. I don't know what it's going to be. I'll go back to base in a few and check to see. I'm pretty sure it was female, though. So we're going to be looking for a really high male, or, hey, if we get another high female, that's cool, too. So we'll see what we can find, and I will bring you guys back in a bit. So, guys, again, something that is not a Thyla, but pretty good tame. I'm going for it. That's a female 140. I'm pretty sure the one that we have at base 2, the one that we actually got in one of the previous episodes, I'm pretty sure that is a... that's a male, right? I think it's a male, so that's actually pretty cool. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get to breeding thorny dragons. That's not really something I ever thought we would do, but you never know. I mean, this is a really good, I don't know, I guess we'll check out the stats and everything afterwards. This may be a really good female. My only concern is going to be actually shooting this guy, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, in the trap, good. How much is this going to damage me is my question here. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Can I, like, sit? Oh, God. Yep. Okay, so at least the door frames actually help me out here. Let's see how long it's going to take to knock her out. Okay. Okay, they're just going to whiz by my head, I think. Unless she moves a little bit, I think we're okay. So I'm going to take advantage of this as long as I can. Oh, God. It looks like it's getting so close to my base here. Okay. She's on the run. Okay, which is good. I am going to want to get headshots, though. Yep. And she's out. Wow, that was actually really quick. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see kind of what stats we're looking at right now. We're looking at 1144 in health, 875 stam, 408 in weight, and 200 melee. Not bad at all. So, we'll check out her stats too in a little bit. Guys, crazy. This is really, really cool. I was never expecting to get ourselves a really good Thorny Dragon too. So, give me a little bit, guys. I'll show you her final stats, and then we're gonna be on the hunt for another Thyla. Let's take a look right now. I haven't actually had a chance to come back to base. I believe that Thyla is a female. Oh, she's in like that little hole thing too, so I kind of have to watch out here. Yeah, it's a female, so we need a male Thyla. Okay, cool. So I'll bring you guys back in a bit, and we'll go from there. And she's up. Sweet. I was actually just about to check up on her. All right, let's check out the stats here. We're looking at 1664 in health, 1295 stam, 504 in weight, and 357.7 melee, which is really good. We are having really good luck today, honestly. Now, why was I more... Well, you guys didn't really notice this, but I have been more focused this way. And why would that be? Oh, I don't know. Because... Oh, no, don't want to bring that out. Let's bring out B. Where'd he go? I literally just saw him. Where'd he go? I've been watching him for like the last, there he is. I found a male 115 Thylacolio, which is perfect. Which is absolutely exactly what we need. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't want to get a higher level one because we don't have the kibble, we don't have the mutton, we don't have anything that we can get a perfect tame out of it. But with a 115, we can easily get a perfect tame out of this. That is absolutely perfect. Plus, I'm loving the colors on this one. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He should be like right around here. He should be right here. Where is he? There he is. Kind of screwed that up a bit. But the gray and the red is really nice. Plus, if we... Oh, my gosh. Can we grab him, please? The gray and the red is really, really nice. And especially with the female with the yellow. I think this one can look really... Oh, my God. Look at that. We're going to check out that Raptor, too, in a bit. Did you guys see that Raptor? No. Let's look. We got enough stam. That's a gold Raptor. Oh, he's got gold and red. I thought he was full gold. That was absolutely crazy. Okay, so he's hitting for 25 damage. So right now is not going to be as high as the female, but that's okay. All right, I got to aim this right. Let's go. Oh, I thought he missed the trap. Okay, we are good. Let's land here. Let's knock this guy on out, and let's check the final stats. Alright, and he's out. Sweet. Okay, let's take a look at his stats, kind of get an idea of what we're looking at here. So like I said, 180 in melee, which is not as good as the other one, but you never know. We may get a good roll on this. 1200 stam and 2800 health, along with 552 in weight, which I feel like the weight is already better than what the female had, right? 552 in weight. Alright, well, let's check this out, because I feel like this guy is actually going to end up being better. A 576, okay, 3780 and 1680, okay. Yes, that actually might have a chance of actually having better stats than the 130, which is kind of crazy, but at the same time, I don't know, it all depends on the roll, honestly. So, I'm going to let this guy starve out for a little bit, and then we're going to check out his final stats, but we're looking pretty good. I feel like the female is going to probably end up having better melee. This guy, I feel like, is going to have the better weight. And then when it comes to health and stamina, it's going to be really close, honestly. So we'll see what happens. We'll check out the final stats in a bit, but I'm going to let this guy starve on out first, and then we'll throw some cooked prime meat on him, and we'll go from there. So see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, we got a lot going on right now. This guy's about to tame on up. While I was waiting for him too, we have a yellow drop with a ring around it right here, so I've been kind of keeping an eye on this. We should be able to get there in time. On top of that, our Jerboa is making noises, which I believe is Sandstorm. So he's up. Awesome. Let's check out his levels. Ended up being a perfect tame. 600 weight, which is better. 4,760 health, which is a lot better than the other one. 1560 stam. I believe the female has better. But yeah, and better melee. So we're going to actually get a really good group out of this. Let's hurry up, though, because now we have to... Whoops. Now we have to get that loot drop real quick, and then I gotta get into a tent because we're about to have a sandstorm. I think I'm starting to memorize the noises. I feel like this is Sandstorm. Watch, it's like rain or something like that. Like, I'm gonna completely get this wrong. But yeah, I'm actually really, really excited because, guys, well, let's see what we have in the loot drop here first. Nothing good. We got a good flamethrower. We have another good flamethrower. This one might be a lot easier to make too. We'd have to check out the other one. Yeah, nothing really good, unfortunately, in this drop, but it's fine. It is what it is. Anyways, let's get back up here. Guys, I am actually really, really excited because not only do we have some Thylas that I'm going to breed off camera, but tomorrow, if I plan these episodes correctly, tomorrow is the new Fear Evolved, guys. And I know some people aren't really a fan of the of everything, of all the events and stuff that they do. But personally, I like all the events. I'm gonna be honest. I like Fear Evolved though because it does have some significance to this channel. If you guys have been watching this channel for a while, you know that the original episode, the first episode I did, was during Fear Evolved. Like, we are close to a year anniversary on this channel between the originally Feral SC channel into Start to Finish Gaming. So I'm really excited about Fear Evolved. I do get excited about all the events because I really do like them. I want to start looking around here for some really good... Oh, it's a thunderstorm. Oh, cool. Okay. That's actually a really cool background right now. I am going to be looking for some more Thylas, I think, when Fear Evolved does actually come out. Because I would like to get a event-colored Thyla to kind of mix into our breeding and everything like that. I think that would actually be really, really cool. But, guys, that is going to be it for this episode. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are excited about Fear Evolved or really any of the events or anything like that. Also, let me know in the comments down below what your favorite dino is. Like I said at the beginning of this episode, the Thylacolio is one of my favorite dinos, if not my favorite on all the maps. So I'm really excited about this. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite dino is on Ark. But like I said, guys, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, smash that like button. Questions, comments, leave it down below. If you're new to the channel, you're enjoying this series, you're enjoying the content I'm putting out, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And smash that like button while you're at it. It really, really helps me out, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one for Fear Evolved. All right? Have a good one, everyone.